Hello everyone, welcome back to Wise-ish. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. There's a lot happening in the United States of America, and I can only imagine the way it's rippling out there throughout the whole world. But what I'd like to do is to really let everyone know out there we are fine and we're going to be okay. What you saw on Capitol Hill was definitely something very staged. It was disorganized. Yes, there were definitely lapses in our security, but America is going to be okay. Now, prior to getting to that place of okay, how do we navigate the pain that we're going through? Whether you are a member of the government, whether you are a citizen, an immigrant, someone who's working and covering the news, there are a lot of people that are just feeling devastated. And I don't know if the word is even devastated or mortified, but there is a pain that this hits at the deepest fiber of your patriotism for the land in which you are a resident of. Whether you are born in the United States of America or because your country wasn't giving you the opportunities that it wanted, that you needed, and you migrated here, it is still your land. And the few individuals who expressed a lower vibration of their personality, that isn't who they are. Because it was such a tribal group of people, people just started to get influenced by that lower vibration. But catch them by themselves, they would be a completely different individual. I guarantee you that. But put them in a group, then all that stuff comes up. But put them isolated by themselves. You might get the nicest, most peaceful, most loving person that you could ever meet. So let's not cry over spilt milk, but let's look at sometimes the pain that starts to really well up inside of us when we see injustice, when we see suffering, when we see violence, when we see hate, when we see greed, when we see poverty, whatever is the reason. Or let's say you're in a marriage and somebody in your marriage was unfaithful. Maybe somebody in your marriage isn't giving you the respect that you feel you deserve. Or maybe it could be your teenager that is just getting on your last nerve, and the pain that you're feeling is, this isn't the way I raised my child. What has happened to my child? Pain is really this deep-rooted emotion inside of the soul that says, I've lost something that meant so much to me. Pain comes from a deep, deep sense of attachment, of a narrative, a story, a possession, a relationship, an interpretation, a memory that I once held. And if we don't address the feeling, the pain increases or stays longer inside of our being. So pain comes in different ways, as I mentioned earlier, but it feels debilitating. And the irony about pain is that some of us can walk around with pain and find comfort in it. It might be the only thing that we have any control over. Sometimes just losing control when you thought you had control can be painful. And the irony about pain, all it's inviting you to feel is humility. I tell you, when I've ever been insulted or felt hurt by somebody's words or even the way they've looked at me, I've gone into that area inside and asked, why do I feel hurt? Why am I feeling this pain? I can always find it connected to ego or attachment. So how do I navigate through the pain? I need to transform my ego into I am enough and I am good enough, and into self-worth. How do you transform attachment? I can live without this. I'm an immortal, internal, imperishable spirit. I will always be okay. Two simple things. I came across an Instagram post by an actor that I admire. He was in a movie called Gully Boy with Ranveer Singh. His name is Siddhant Chaturvedi. It's his Instagram account. And I have to read you this post that he gave because I think it's so connected to our conversation and I think it'll touch your heart. Ready? After the world makes you feel special for all the wrong reasons, after your life cycles around just one season, After those walks on the beach do no good, and you have to go back to where you should. After a song is on repeat, and the lyrics make sense, but only for a while, and then we need to shuffle and change the beat. After it's no more flattering to be called beautiful, after your eyes start looking for something more meaningful, after religion is crowned and the gods are questioned, your answer is love, but it is not to be mentioned. Stuck in a limbo, this loop never ends, and you need to know that even space and time bends. No one knows the science, but we know love, even though it is not the trend. After all the joy ceases to be free, the only selfless smile lies here with you and me. So smile. If you'd like to navigate through your pain, look in the mirror and smile. Thank you so much for joining us on Wise-ish today. Your time and presence with us means the world. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you've been enjoying a lot of our lectures and interviews from America Meditating Radio, which you can follow on Spotify and get over almost 2,000 shows by incredible guest experts on America Meditating Radio. We also have various beautiful meditations on Spotify and iHeart by yours truly. Tune into those too. I tell you this because I want you to smile, and I want you to be happier, and I want you to feed your mind the best food for thought. Why? The future's bright. You're bright. Your future is bright. I can't begin to tell you how bright it is. And it's going to require you to feed your mind with bright ideas. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, no one can take away your happiness unless you give them permission. And we are here to develop and cultivate the art of loving everybody the same. Thanks for joining us on Wise-ish. Take care of yourselves.